All right, back here at Brownstown Speedway once again, and this time we have the Bearded Hobo Brewery and Pub Pure Stocks for the Don Russ Memorial Race. The line's going to go like this. In row number one, it's going to be the 55 of A.J. Wilson on the inside. On the outside, it's going to be the 23 of Blake Hall. In row number two, it's going to be the 95 H of J.T. Huffman on the inside. On the outside, it's going to be the 105 of Sheldon Oberly. In row number three, it's going to be the 33H of Hunter Perry on the inside. And on the outside, it's going to be the 36C of Preston Carr. In row number four, it's going to be the 43 of Mickey Hines on the inside. And on the outside, it's going to be the 222 of Brad Kemp. In row number five, it's going to be the 92 of Dustin Petro on the inside. And on the outside, it's going to be the 7 of Josh Turner. In row number six, on the inside, it's going to be the 7X. That is Chad Stapleton. On the outside, it's going to be the 14S of Keaton Strevel. In row number seven, it's going to be the X of William Burton. On the outside, it's going to be the 55W of Will McRoberts. In row number eight, it's going to be the 131 of Dustin Foster. And on the outside, it's going to be the 79W of Bobby Woods. In row number nine, it's going to be the 1776 of Isaiah Smith. On the outside, it's going to be the 71 of Ross Smith. And your last and final row, on the inside, it's going to be the 51 of Cody Ellison. And on the outside, it's going to be the 3E of Jake Emerson. This is your 25-lap Don Russ Memorial Pure Stock feature, sponsored by the Bearded Hobo and Brewery and Pub. Lap number one is going to be the 55 of A.J. Wilson. Blake Hall looking on the top side with J.T. Huffman almost 3 wide on the backstretch. Sheldon Oberly looking to split him down the middle. Preston Carr on the outside of Sheldon Oberly. 3 wide in turns 1 and 2. Preston Carr now making some movement up on the top side. Got himself up. Preston Carr around for second place on the backstretch, right in front of A.J. Wilson. Blake Hall, your race leader. Preston Carr now running second. Third place going to belong to the 105 of Sheldon Oberly. Keep an eye on this youngster driver here. The 36C of Preston Carr. Yellow flag out. 2 cars around in turns 1 and 2.
Turn number 2, there's another car over the bank. I could not quite see that number. And that car.
So, going to be the 7 of Josh Turner, the 92 of Dustin Petro, and one other car that went over the bank, I believe is the 222 of Brad Kemp. Bringing out the first caution here with 5 laps down, 20 laps left to go for the Don Russ Memorial. And the Pure Stocks being sponsored by the Bearded Hobo Brewery and Pub of Brownstown, Indiana. So those 3 cars will fire from the rear of the pack here, or as we like to say, the tail. So far, it's been Blake Hall out in front. We had A.J. Wilson at one point in time as your race leader. Preston Carr moved up into second place. Started 6th, now up to second. Moved up 4 positions. Sheldon Oberly, who started 4th, now running 3rd, only moved up 1 position so far. Blake Hall was on the outside of the first row, got around AJ Wilson. AJ Wilson has now been pushed back to the 4th place.
Choosing the outside for the silver double fly restart.
With 1 to go in the air, gonna be lights out and going back green for the restart here for the Don Russ Memorial. Keep an eye on that 36C. Here we go. Green flag back out underway with Blake Hall leading them. Sheldon Oberly looking on the inside of Preston Carr, now looking on the inside of Blake Hall. Preston Carr up on the top side. Still gonna belong to Blake Hall, but that battle for 2nd and 1st right now starting to heat up. Preston Carr, nope, doesn't got him there. Still gonna be Blake Hall, he's still gonna hold on. Looks like we got some debris in turns 1 and 2. Preston Carr on the back stretch. Might have enough to do it this time. Coming at the line, new race leader, Preston Carr. We do have debris in the middle of 1 and 2. Right now we're still green. Caution flag is flown. And the 131 is around on turn number 2. 131 being the Dustin Foster goes around the turn number 2. But the caution flag came out for some debris in the middle of turns 1 and 2. Preston Carr up into the race lead here. With 16 laps left to go, we'll be back with 1 to go here on Race Fan Media. All right, getting the 1 to go signal from the flag stand once again. Preston Carr up in front, Blake Hall in 2nd, the 105 of Sheldon Oberly in 3rd, and 4th the 55 of AJ Wilson, and 5th gonna be the 95H of JT Huffman. And looks like, okay, now we're gonna get this here. All right, so lights going out on the racetrack. Next time by, green flag for the restart with 16 laps here left to go in the Don Russ Memorial. And the 36C here. Call back up front, but Preston Carr isn't done here. 3 wide coming out of turn number 2. And there's the 36C machine of Preston Carr back out in front as your race leader. 13 laps left to go here in this race. Right there you got the 95H of JT Huffman trying to hold off the 43 of Mickey Hines and the 33H of Hunter Perry. Caution out, caution out. And I think we got a fire underneath the car. Yep, and it's went out. 51.
JT Huffman took a look to the outside there. We'll see on this next restart.
Involved the 92 Dustin Petro, who will take you back pit side here. And the 51 of Cody Elson. Some debris on the racetrack left over from that incident there. Brings out another caution flag here with 11 laps to go in this race. 14 laps scored. Dustin Carr, your race leader so far, with Blake Hall just staying right there with him. We'll see how this next restart shakes out. We'll be back with 1 to go. All right, got the 1 to green to go. 1 to green to go? Yeah. Okay. It's been a long night, folks. We got the 1 to go with the lights being out on the racetrack here for the restart for the Don Russ Memorial. Preston Carr gonna lead him back to green once again. Blake Hall on the bottom, Preston Carr still your race leader here. Sheldon Oberly, JT Huffman, AJ Wilson. Mickey Hines up and over the back stretch. Mickey Hines out of this race here, going back to the pits. 8 laps left to go here. 36, yeah, Preston Carr, your race leader. Sheldon Oberly now making a run on the bottom. Out turns 1 and 2. Sheldon Oberly still running the bottom around Blake Hall. 36C gonna be fighting it. This is gonna get very interesting towards the end for the 36C at Preston Carr, and the 105 at Sheldon Oberly at the line that time still belongs to Preston Carr. Sheldon Oberly racing the bottom side of Preston Carr right now. Blake Hall in third. AJ Wilson 4. Preston Carr just dipped down just a little bit there. That time it's going to belong to the 105. JT Huffman around. JT Huffman around he goes on the backside of turn number 1. Caution flag going to be out. So the 105 is Sheldon Oberly around. The 36C of Preston Carr puts Sheldon Oberly up into first. Preston Carr in second. Blake Hall third. 55 of AJ Wilson in fourth. And now will be the 33H of Hunter Perry in fifth, with the 95H of JT Huffman going around in turn number 1. With 5 laps left to go, 20 down in the history books. We'll be back with 1 to go here for the Don Russ Memorial. Alrighty, and we got the 1 to go signal coming from the flag stand here with lights out. Gonna have a restart here in the Don Russ Memorial with JT Hubman now firing from the rear of the pack. I don't know why I'm saying it like that, but from the tail.
Overly can fire anywhere in 3-4 that he chooses.
Sheldon Oberly now going to be leading them to green. AJ Wilson now up in the third around the 23 of Blake Hall. Preston Carr going to keep it in second. As the 105 of Sheldon Oberly is your race leader. So if I think I've counted, I think we've had a total of 4 leader changes in this race. We had AJ Wilson, Blake Hall, Preston Carr, and now Sheldon Oberly in the Don Russ Memorial with 3 laps left to go this time at the line. Sheldon Oberly, your race leader. And as you can see there on video, Sheldon Oberly creating himself just a little bit of a gap between the 36C of Preston Carr. 2 laps left to go. Coming this time at the line, going to be white flag in the air one last time around Brownstown Speedway for the 105 of Sheldon Oberly. And coming out of the turns 3 and 4 from Battleground, Indiana. He's going to do it here tonight. Pick up the Don Russ Memorial win. It's the 105 of Sheldon Oberly. And then second is going to be the 36C of Preston Carr. The 23 of Blake Hall in third. And fourth, the 55 of AJ Wilson. And then fifth, the 33H of Hunter Perry. But your race winner here tonight for the Don Russ Memorial is going to be the 105 of Sheldon Oberly from Battleground, Indiana. How about that Don Russ Memorial race here tonight? 25 laps of distance. We had a few cautions. 4 different leader changes. Preston Carr went from 6th inning in second. Gained 4 positions. Sheldon Oberly started in 4th and went to 1st. Picked up 3 positions. So up next will be the Pure Hall Super Stocks. Pure Hall Super Stocks up next.